our ribbon cutting without the ribbon. Instead, we brought dogs. We have Right on Time with Rack. Yay! Woo! So if anybody wants to go home with a dog today,
explain that to your spouse.
Yeah, right.
She is ready, and I think she's smiling. I think she smiles. Yeah. Anyway, I am just super excited about this project. As you all know, or a lot of you know, the church came to us because they were having some challenges with keeping the dog park open with insurance and everything, and this was just the perfect opportunity to partner together. As you know, as a landlocked city, we can't really acquire any more land unless we buy it or somebody wants to share it with us. And we're so grateful that the church decided to continue to share this with the community and share it with us. So we're on a long-term lease with the church, and it's just an incredible, amazing amenity to the community and to the city, and we're just so grateful. So thank you so much. And this church has been so generous to the community. I think a lot of folks know it's a polling place. This is where I come every month for our Forest Hill Neighborhood Association meetings. So just incredibly grateful for the partnership, and super excited to share this with everybody today. So I just want to introduce our CAO, Lincoln Saunders, and he's going to say a couple words.
Well, again, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today. It's an honor to be here as the Chief Administrative Officer for the city on behalf of Mayor Stoney, to thank the church and the community for this partnership. But this is also personal for me because this is actually a dog park that our dog Winnie regularly comes to, and we've loved having it in our community. And I think being able to provide more and also for us to be able to support the operations of a dog park like this. If there's one thing I know about our neighborhood and our community, is that we love our pets, and being able to provide safe spaces for them to run, play, get some of that energy out. Not all that different than some of the great playgrounds we have for my 4-year-old. Anything we can do to tire them out. But it's just amazing, and the fact that the church has been providing this for the community for so many years, and that we as a city can come in and help with making sure it continues is just what partnership is all about for us as a city. I know I'll be introducing our Director of Parks and Rec, Chris Relke, but I would also be remiss if I did not thank our incredible team in Parks and Rec, James River Park System, etc. Thank you for all that you do for the city and for being part of making this a success. Thank you. With that, I'll hand it over to Director Relke.
Yeah, and I wanted to start off with thank yous too. First, I want to thank our capital projects team, and Daniel Hazlett isn't here, but Nisa Richardson, who is our deputy over capital projects here. They helped do a lot of the contractual piece, and the legal aspect to make that happen, and it was a lot of behind the scenes work. The church also was amazing working with them to get the lease in place and getting all the agreements. It was one of the easiest legal transactions that I have been through.
Yes.
Everybody was agreeable, which was so nice. But Daniel, who is not here today, really did a lot of it, at least on our point, documented that. And not to forget Timmy too, because Timmy was part of those conversations from the counselor's office, which we really appreciate. And John Harris, Mike G, and the rest of our Parks and Recreation team who got out here to try to spruce up, and we'll be back some more now that this is officially transitioning over to recreation and working in partnership with the church. It's a wonderful way that we're still keeping a lot of the elements that the church was doing, but we've been able to relieve some of the pressure off of them. And I really want to thank the President Nye, because she thought of this idea. When it came to her, she was like, how do we create a solution within this? What are some things that we can do? How can we make this work? And it's a win-win for the city, as CEO Saunders was saying, is that first of all, if you haven't paid attention, our city is now 22 in the nation for parks, in the top 100 cities. Yes. We were in the high 50s when I started, so that's a big, big thing to be in top 25. But one of the things that they look at is how many dog parks we have. Yeah. And it's very hard for us to justify building a dog park when we need a lot to be dealt with playgrounds and other things. So this is a wonderful public-private partnership where we already have an at-built dog park in place, and that then we can get the same credit for our park score and use that and increase that access for all of our residents. So that is what really public-private partnership should be, and this is sort of a great model, and we are thrilled that we could be part of that, and we're great when President Knight came to us like, yes, we've got to figure this out. You know what I mean? Because this is what we want to see, where you guys are helping us with this piece, and we can open it up to the community and bring them all of our strengths together. So it's a wonderful asset, and we appreciate the vision and all the support that we got. So we are thrilled to be here today. And I'm also thrilled to introduce this gentleman next to me, who has been a huge supporter, like this, all the people to the other sides of Parks and Recreation, of why we have a park score of 22 and have moved in the direction that we have as a city. And just to say that that's not something that happens overnight. I mean, I can tell you people want to move 2 or 3 points on the scale. You don't move 30 points on a scale without really everyone agreeing the value of Parks and Recreation and the investment, and understand that our kids spend 80% of the time outside of a school. And so how do we make sure we have environments and stuff like that so that their families and everyone can enjoy? So with that, I'm happy to introduce Delegate Joe.
First of all, good afternoon. Can y'all hear me all the way over there? That's awesome. So they can hear me. Let me tell y'all this. This is the best part of my day. I had a policy discussion on confidential informants. I'd much rather deal with canines. And this is a wonderful, wonderful event. I love, and I said this earlier when I first came in, I love the name, Phideaux Field. I'm an old baseball park guy, and it sounds so much like we're just ready to say play ball. And that's what a lot of these dogs want to do. They want to play ball. This is what community is about. It's about different people, just like the dogs, different backgrounds, different breeds, but we have so much in common, as do the dogs, one with another. Thankful and grateful for the church making a way. So many churches are fencing off their yards and fencing off themselves from the communities that they're in, and this is actually the way it should be. A parish model, a model in which the community and the church is one. So I actually have a commending house resolution. I'm going to ask a couple members from the church, from Forest Hill Pres. Who are Forest Pres members? Can y'all come over here real quick? I just want to present this to y'all. For those of you that know that drive by and that know the history of the church, you know that Forest Hill. Yeah, please come on over. Come on up this way, Chris. Because she was instrumental in this as well, as was Timmy and Sasha. But this is a commending resolution to Forest Hill Presbyterian Church, agreed to by the House of Delegates June 28, 2024. Whereas for 100 years, Forest Hill Presbyterian Church has helped the members of its congregations grow in spirit while providing generous outreach to the Richmond community. And whereas Forest Hill Presbyterian Church traces its roots to 1924, when a group of 48 adults, 12 children began holding a prayer group in Patrick Elementary School. And whereas Forest Hill Presbyterian Church was sanctioned by the Hanover Presbytery on June 23rd, 1924, and held its first official service in a small building on 41st Street. The growing congregation moved to a larger property at the corner of 44th Street and Forest Hill Avenue in the 1940s, and the present building were erected in stages over the next several years. And whereas, in addition to holding regular worship services, Forest Hill Pres remains an important facet of community life in the Forest Hill neighborhood, serving as an election polling place, as was stated, and providing a hub for local activities and events like Phideaux Field. Whereas, during COVID-19 pandemic, Forest Hill Pres Church also added an outdoor food pantry, allowing members of the community to donate or receive canned goods and staple items just anonymously. That's fun. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the House of Delegates that the Forest Hill Presbyterian Church hereby be recommended on the occasion of its 100th anniversary, and be it resolved further that the clerk of the House of Delegates prepare a copy of this resolution for presentation to Forest Hill Press as an expression of the House of Delegates' admiration for the church's long history and legacy of contributions to the residents of Richmond and beyond. Can we give them a hand?
One of our founding, almost founding.
There you go.
Thank
There
you
you
very
go.
much. This
Indeed,
is
indeed.
lovely.
Congratulations.
Really appreciate
Congratulations. Indeed. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do. Indeed, indeed.
Do you all want to say a few words?
We had prepared anything, I don't know. Amanda, did you want to say anything?
We're really grateful for this partnership, and we're really happy that we didn't have to close the dog park and that this came about. So thank you all for everyone who were able to put this together. So we're really on board for everything now.
Right, and thank you to all the community members who have used the field and donated money so that we could put in benches and, grass seed and whatever that we did throughout these number of years, because we're a very small congregation and we don't have a lot of money coming in, so we were really grateful for those kinds of contributions.
Great.
Awesome.
I want to give a final shout out to Timmy. I think everybody knows Timmy, my liaison, and he really helped get this whole thing started and basically said we have to do this, and so here we are. And if you have a dog but you didn't bring your dog, please get a dog biscuit to take home to your dog, and they will be very grateful. But thank you everybody for coming. We could just mingle. There's some snacks and stuff over there.